What is truly the best martial arts movie? Is it The Karate Kid? Is it Bloodsport? Is it Rocky? No, it's not any of these. It's something that tops all of these. It is Showdown. Dan, if you asked me what the best martial arts movie is, I would say Showdown. If you asked me what the worst martial arts movie is, I would say Showdown. This movie is the greatest martial arts film while also being the worst martial arts film. This movie is a cinematic masterpiece. If I ever become a director one day, which I hope I do, whenever I become a director, I hope to make something as great as Showdown. Hell, I might even make a Showdown 2. I mean, it'd probably be completely unrelated. It'll only be, related in namesake. But this movie is awesome. Let's dive in to this just absolute cinema. So, characters. The main character, the Daniel LaRusso of this Karate Kid ripoff, is this kid named Ken Marks. Ken Marks is the Daniel LaRusso, and he's a pretty nice 30-year-old teenager. You know, I mean, he's pretty nice, he's pretty cool, he wins in the end, and, you're cheering for him in the end. You're in this guy's corner. He's a pretty good character for a B movie. But then you got the real B, the B that makes this movie a capital B movie. Billy Blanks. It's a double B movie. It's a BB movie, as in a Billy Blanks movie. And Billy Blanks, I don't know, his name's actually Billy in this movie. That's the actor's name, Billy Blanks. I'm just going to call him Billy Blanks. He is the Mr. Miyagi of this, and I could not ask for anything better. He fights the main bad guy more than Miyagi ever fought Kreese. And Jackie Chan, fought the bad guy in the Kung Fu Kid, but didn't make the cut. So anyway, yeah, he's fighting this guy. He's fighting this man. And then he's fighting this bad guy. He's really extreme. I'll get into the bad guy, but anyway. But he does this scissor kick where he takes him down with his takes him down with his legs. You can't see my legs right now, but I'm doing the leg thing. Yeah, where he takes him down with his legs, kicks him in the face, and they get back up, and, he says, "I'm not gonna let you hurt any more kids, Lee." And then he finishes him off. This movie's so awesome. Oh, also, there's that Karate Kid joke. He's like, "Oh, you're teaching me," he's doing chores. "Oh, you're teaching me, how to wax on, wax off, and sand the floor, paint the fence, paint the house." And he's like, "No, this teaches you humility," which is funny. This movie is actually kind of funny. And some of the times it's just deliveries of shit that makes it funny. Which gives me to the bad guy. The main bad guy. John Kreese of this movie. This guy is so over the top. And he has the best deliveries. Hell, he wants this woman to go find out more about Billy Blanks. And he's like, and she's like, but, Sensei. He's like, "No!" And it's fucking stupid. It's so dumb, but it's cool. It's amazing. This movie's incredible. Yeah, so what happened, this villain's origin story, why he hates Billy Blanks so much, why he sends 2 assassins after him. Yeah, this is Karate Kid with major stakes. So he sends 2 assassins after him. But anyway, the reason why he hates Billy Blanks so much is because Billy used to be a cop, and, they went to this party. I don't know why they went to the party. It's but yeah, so he, and there's this guy there, and so you got the bad guy, Lee, and his brother, and, well, a tussle happens between Billy and the brother. The brother falls and hits the stairs, and, he dies. It's like a freak accident. It's something that absolutely could happen. It's actually it's kind of a strong, it's, for a B movie, this movie is actually very strong. That opening is quite the opening, because, that's absolutely something that could happen. The human body is a fragile thing, and, you hit, like he hits his head or something, or I think maybe snaps his neck or something. Yeah, you hit, some stairs just right, you can die. Doesn't matter how small the fall is, you can die. Anyway, yeah, So, but later, yeah, so that's why the Lee hates Billy. But later, Billy's like, I killed a kid. Listen, I used to be a cop, Ken. But I killed a kid. No, you didn't. It was a, 30-year-old man. He's like your age, man. Like, you guys are like the same age. He's not a kid to you. I get maybe it's like, he's like 20, 21. Like, yeah, that's a kid. That's kind of a kid to Billy, you know. A little younger guy. Like, maybe at least 10 years. That's quite the age gap. But yeah, but I killed a kid. No, he's a full-grown man. Like, not only a full-grown man, but a full-grown man that's, like, your age. Anyway, the Johnny Lawrence of this movie, if you thought Johnny Lawrence was a bad boyfriend, holy shit. I'm willing to bet Johnny Lawrence at least let fucking Allie talk to someone. This man wants the female love interest all to himself. He will not, if you as much look in her direction, he will beat the shit out of you because he does not want you so much to acknowledge his girl. If you speak her name, if you go like, oh yeah, Julie's a pretty nice girl, he'll beat the shit out of you because you said his girlfriend's name. He wants her all to himself, and that's no good. But yeah, and he's so ridiculous, and he gets beat the shit out of. But the thing is he's beating the shit out of Ken. But then Ken fucking pulls his shirt off and reveals that he's got bigger he's bigger than the guy he's fighting over here. But for some reason he had a Billy there to, because Billy he had to have Billy there because Billy Blanks kind of disappears after almost getting assassinated, But anyway, so trying to think. Yeah. There's a few more Cobra Kai-ish guys I want to talk about, but first let's get into the love interest, the Allie of this movie. Her name's Julie, and honestly, it takes her way too fucking long to realize that this Tom guy is a fucking asshole. Honestly, it should have been like the Johnny situation in Karate Kid. She should have been broken up with this guy as soon as Ken arrived, but she's not. She takes like 1.5 acts of this film to break up with this just pure asshole. Ken just talks to her, and Tom beats the shit out of him. He beats him. Yeah, he beats him up. He jumps him, and then fucking takes his some of his money and rips it in half. What a dick! Why are you staying with that? Anyway, barely matters. Point is, Julie's not that good of a. She's not able to take a sign, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, this next character is actually going to be in the next movie I talk about. Yeah, he's kind of the right hand man. I think he's like, what would that be? The Bobby? The Dutch? I don't know. It's not quite anything. It's not no parallel, but yeah, he's just there. He doesn't really fight or anything. He breaks up Tom and Ken, but then. You got this girl who's also there. Doesn't really do anything. And then you got this, chick who bangs everybody. She bangs the high schooler. She bangs, the sensei. She bangs everyone. Yeah. I don't know. She teaches Ken about the underground fighting ring. Yeah, that's right. There's an underground fighting ring. Like the fucking Kumite is in this movie. It's not the Sekai Taikai. The Sekai Taikai is more famous, but this underground fighting, it's like the damn Kumite. I mean, it's like the Kumite where it's a big secret, but everybody knows about it. So, yeah, everybody but the main characters, of course, and but yeah, this movie. I love this movie. I can't stop. I need to cut that. I can't stop raving about Showdown. Is there any more characters I'm missing? Well, I guess the principal. I gotta talk about him for a little bit because he's fucking. How can I forget? Wait, no, someone more important than the principal. Ken has a friend. How can I forget? It's actually one of the most strongest part. Billy Blank's relationship with Ken and this kid's relationship with Ken. Actually, that's one of the strongest parts of this movie. Is the characters are a little bit believable, or quite believable, surprisingly. Anyway, yeah. So there's this nerdy kid that kind of becomes Ken's friend from the start. And unlike that one guy that Daniel meets in the apartment, this guy actually stays out through the whole movie. He even has a pep talk before he goes out in his final fight with Tom. But yeah. And you see, I'm gonna rant about the Kung Fu Kid before I get to the Kung Fu Kid, because I need to talk about this as soon as possible. Anyway, so yeah, he's pretty cool. He's not cool. He's just there. He's a pretty nice friend. There's this funny bit with him. This is actually pretty funny. So he's got these stupid ass glasses to make him look like he's awake. He would not make him look like that though, but whatever. I guess these sunglasses with like eyes in them. You know the kind. Like, it's like, yeah, so I can look awake. Anyway, the Tom, like, takes him off and, like fucking, like, throws him to the ground and, like, crushes him with his foot. And the guy just pulls out some new ones. It's like, just get the fuck out of here. I found that funny. I laughed at that. Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, let me rant a little bit about, the Kung Fu Kid. So, in the Kung Fu Kid, I was hoping that Jackie Chan would fight the evil sensei at the end. He doesn't, but apparently there was a deleted scene where he does. So he does, and they cut it out because they said it would cut away from Dre's accomplishment. No, it fucking wouldn't. Because look at this movie. Ken still has a good accomplishment under his belt, and Billy Blank's fighting the bad guy at the end. Actually, it's quite the same. In both scenes, the evil sensei is about to hit the kid for losing, and then in both scenes they grab the guy's fist and stop him, and then a fight ensues. I mean, one of them is not as good as the other. I mean, I don't hear Jackie Chan saying, "I'm not gonna let you hurt any more kids, Lee." So there's no that. But still, it wouldn't take away from Jaden Smith's accomplishment. And besides, it's Jaden Smith. He wore a house on his head. Who cares? Anyway, we'll get to that. Anyway, what do I rank this movie? It's a 7.5. Yes, that's right. Showdown is a 7.5. This movie is better than The Karate Kid 2. Karate Kid 2 might be a better movie. Might be a better, film. But it's not. It's just not. I'm sorry to break it to you. This is peak cinema. This is why cinema exists. This is why they created movies. The reason why they created movies is so they can make shit like this. Also, I found out something after this. So, I was watching this on Tubi. There's this thing at the beginning. I went through so much shit. Tubi wasn't working on the TV. Doesn't matter. Whatever. I hooked it up with my computer. It was all fine. I watched it. But then I see this movie recommended, The Martial Arts Kid. That's right. This is a Karate Kid. Showdown's a Karate Kid ripoff, but in story only. The Martial Arts Kid is just rips off the name, too. I need to review this at some point. I don't know when. Probably not anytime soon. But The Martial Arts Kid. That sounds fucking peak. That looks just the fucking name. The Martial Arts Kid is incredible. I could not ask for a better movie name than The Martial fucking Arts Kid. Like, they had the gall to just totally rip off the name. I call the Karate Kid remake the Kung Fu Kid, because that's what it fucking is. The Martial Arts Kid. Not even a specific martial art, just martial arts, just broad. Every martial art, I guess. I'll have to check that out at some point. I'll probably watch it once. I'll probably just watch it at some point, with not even reviewing it. And then, I'll review it at some point. The Martial Arts Kid. I gotta watch that. But anyway, Showdown! 7.5. Showdown is peak cinema. Every director, every filmmaker, every story writer should try to rise to the top. Try to rise to the level of Showdown. Probably Martial Arts Kid too. I don't know where Martial Arts Kid ranks between everything, but I'm sure that's awesome too. I keep on saying the Martial Arts Kid. It's just a peak name that I keep on saying it. Honestly, also, if you threw a scene from the next movie into this movie, it'd be a fucking 10 out of 10. I mean, I'm serious. There's a scene in the next Karate Kid that is so fucking peak, I would add an additional 2.5 points, because it's so fucking awesome. We'll get to that. Honestly, it'll probably make the next Karate Kid a 3.5 instead of a 1. But we'll see. I'll get to the next Karate Kid as soon as possible. But just know that Showdown is a cinematic masterpiece and should be this movie. Well, the wide version is R. College. This movie should be taught in film. They should showcase this movie to showcase how to make a fucking movie. Just how to do it. How do you make a movie? This. You make a movie this way. You make a movie like Showdown. Everyone should aspire to make something like Showdown. Hell, if you're on a shoestring budget, if you're just an independent filmmaker making it with a few friends, you should make something like Showdown. Showdown is peak. That's all for this time. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, leave a comment, and I'll see you next time. You better go watch Showdown right now.